All right, I hope you guys didn't have too much trouble essentially duplicating this top one and then creating this second section here with the iPad on the right and then the text on the left. So if you did have a little bit of trouble, don't worry, I'm going to go over it right now. Let's go back into our home page or our index.html and brackets. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to duplicate our entire Showcase 1 container. So select the top here and make sure that you have the div, the entire div. And we're going to just copy this, and what we're going to do is we're going to paste a new one just below this. And just so we can see what that looks like, obviously it's just going to be a duplication. So we now have 1 and 2. So if we think about it, all we really need to do is move the image to the right and the text to the left, because we want them to be the same style. We'll replace the image and we'll replace the text. Very, very simple. So let's go back into brackets and let's begin doing that. Our div column 2, so we need to move our image to the bottom because it's on the right, and all of our featured text to the top. So what we can do is let's go ahead and grab this image class, showcase, whatever, and I'm going to copy that and erase it so that there's nothing inside of this div column. And I'm actually just going to move it down here outside of our Showcase 1 container div and then come back and grab it in a second and then delete it. So we're not going to keep this here. I just don't want to have to retype it. So with that being said, now inside our other div column, we need to grab all of the content within this. So the div featured text and everything inside. So let's go ahead and grab that, copy it, delete it, and move it to the top here. And what we can do is we can grab our image again, copy it, delete it, and make sure that we have it at the bottom inside here. Let's go ahead and save that, take a look. Okay, there we go. So we now have it moved on the opposite side. Let's change the text. We're going to change the background color, and we're going to change the image. So let's start by grabbing the text. How about an iPad 2? Or let's grab the bottom text here and just type this out. So we'll just do that, and we'll add the text here so it's different. All right, we'll save that, and now we need to add our image really quickly. So let's go ahead and go to our images, and let's just erase the apple and do a dash, and let's just go find the iPad.png. We'll save that and go back to our example, and there we go. So let's check our awesome landing page. Looks pretty good, other than the fact that we need a white background. So we want this to be a different background color, as if it's transitioning into a different section like it is. So let's go ahead and change the background color. What we're going to do, just to make things simple and quick, is we're just going to change the Showcase container or Showcase 1 container. Let's just change this to Showcase 2 container and save that. And then we're going to go into style.css. Let's find our Showcase container, so Showcase 1 container, and that's an ID. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure I copy this whole thing. I'm going to go to the bottom, and I'm just going to change this to 2. And it's going to have all of the same styles except for one. We're going to change the background color. And we're just going to change this to white. So 6S, save it, and voila, we now have our different colored sections. Looking pretty good. In my opinion, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty cool. Now we have this little background image section that has a call to action button and a big title here. So we may be able to reuse some of our styles again. So let's go ahead. We'll move on to this section. Then we'll move on to our form submission section. And then lastly, our footer with the social links and the copyright. So hopefully you got that challenge. If you did, pat yourself on the back. You're getting pretty good.